Right, I'm going to have another go. I did a Facebook Live earlier on, but I ended up sideways, which was maybe not ideal if you're trying to do this video, particularly later on. So I thought I'd have another go and see if I can do this. Hopefully I'm now. Let me know if you can see me the right way. So I'm actually the right way around. Before I was sideways. But I'm going to get started and hopefully it will show up correctly for you now. So I wanted to show you how to release your head, neck and shoulders using a ball. And I'm going to add some extra, because I'll make this video a little bit longer and add a few extra stretches if you don't have a tennis ball. So the reason why I wanted to do this today is that I have a lot of people telling me that their head, neck and shoulders are really tight at the moment. This could be down to their posture, so maybe you're sitting at home in different places, so maybe you haven't got the setup you have in the office, so you're possibly sitting maybe at a kitchen table or on a sofa. Things are just a little bit different and we end up in different postures. It could also just be stress, so stress ends up quite a lot in our head, neck and shoulders as well. It tends to be where our fight and flight response is, so we do tend to round our shoulders forwards, our head, neck and shoulders comes forward, so we do get quite tight in this area. So I wanted to just give you a few tips and things that you can do at home yourself if you start to feel tense. So I've got a tennis ball here, so I'm going to show you a few stretches with that to start off with, or a few movements you can do. So first of all, I want you to, we're going to find this area here, so I'll come a bit closer so you can see, just back behind your shoulder. And we're going to just put the ball there and we're going to go against the wall. So we're going against the wall and not on the floor, just because the pressure won't be so hard. And the reason why I'm using a tennis ball, you can use a tennis ball, you can use something like a squash ball, something that's not too hard, that's got a little bit of give in it, so that it's not too uncomfortable. I wouldn't use something like a golf ball or anything like that. So what you want to do is put the ball there and you want to just release into it. So don't push too hard, just release into it. If you feel you need it a bit higher up or lower down, you can play around with it, but just rest into it. And all we're doing is just letting the body just get used to the ball, get used to a bit of pressure, and just help it. What it does is sort of pin it, and then it sort of releases round the muscle. Then what you can do here is take the opposite arm, so we're leaning into the ball on this side, and we can open the arm out to the wall. Just means we have a little bit more pressure here. You can also move the arm just a little bit higher up if that feels good. And you can also try the arm on that side, you can move that up. So we're just trying to get as close as we can to the wall, but like I say, it's just, you'll feel where it feels that you need maybe a little bit of release. Now from here, keep the ball where it is. You can move this arm down. You can gently grab hold of it and pull it gently to the side. And just hold it for a few seconds here. And then you can release. Now the other area that's good to release is just this muscles that comes around here. This is also where we tend to get quite tight. So try and put the ball just here. And we're going to go against the wall again, so that we have that support, and almost just, we are able to just apply just a little bit of pressure. And then you're going to open this arm out to the side. And just gently lean into the ball. So a few breaths here. And the other place we want to release is just here at the front. So we've got some muscles here at the front that can get really tight. So think about this posture here, your muscles here get really tight. So we're going to put the ball here. And we're going to lean into this in the same way. So just gently lean into it. Then you can take your other arm out. So opposite arm. Just getting a stretch here. So notice I'm not moving at all. I'm just standing, letting the ball just do its work. Then you would do the same thing on the other side. And other things that I wanted to show you is just a few extra things you could do with your shoulders and neck here without a tennis ball. So if you don't have a tennis ball, so this should have released this area. Obviously do the other side as well. So you could watch this video back afterwards and do the other side. So, but it's the same sequence, but just make sure you do both. Other things you could do is just gently, maybe just drop your head to one side. That will open your head, neck and shoulder here. You want to add a little bit of pressure, you could put your hand on here, but all I always say is just don't pull too much, because then your body will do the opposite. It will actually start to tighten because your nervous system will respond and it'll go, no, I don't want you to pull on me. So just gentle pressure if you're going to, or just lightly touch your head. And same thing, you would do that on the other side, but I can do that here. So that gets to all the muscles here in the side of our neck. So you will notice when you're doing this if it feels tight, and then if it is, you always just hang out there a little bit longer, but just not too long. And then we want to try and get to some of the muscles at the front. So you want to look up this time. So you're just turning your head and you're looking up. And then you do the other side. And then back in to the center. Another one that I tend to show people quite often, which is very good for just opening your whole neck and shoulders, is dropping your head down, looking over your shoulder and coming round. So just go nice and slowly round. And you would go the other way as well. You can always do a few more of those if you feel you need a bit more release. And the last thing I wanted to show you, which is obviously we have released a little bit here around your neck and shoulders, so both front side and back. And what you want to do as well is just try and get a bit more movement. So what you can do is have your hands, like almost make fists with your hands, and then bring your arms up and then let the shoulders go round. So this is the really good one if you get really tense as you're sitting. You can always do this one. It's so much easier to do any of these exercises at home and you're not in an office anymore or anything like that. So this is one more you could do. So hopefully you'll find those helpful, and I'll see you all soon.